shotgun is ready, and here's the snap. Here comes pressure. They only rush 4, though. He lofts it down the middle of the field. Panko's got it along the left sideline for the touchdown. Eli Panko hauls it in for his 4th of the season. Just a beautiful throw from Murphy. And the Blue Devils are in the end zone again at 16-0.
I think we're still a work in progress. We haven't played our best football game yet, and that's very exciting to see because we have had very, very good moments in each game that we've played. So it's like a ticking time bomb, honestly. When we're going, we're going, and at this point in time, like when we've been stuck, we've been stuck, and that's how it is sometimes. But I'm very, very excited to see what we do in the second half of this season.
There's a lot of goals of a bye week. The number one goal always try to get the team better, right? So how can you get a team better during a bye? One, we had a lot of guys that were, physically, and not in great shape. Just the wear and tear of playing 6 games. So those guys you want to get healthy. The guys who have not played as much, you really want to continue to push their development because their roles might increase over the second half of the season. And then lastly, you still are always looking ahead from a preparation standpoint, and we're able to introduce Florida State and some of their concepts to our guys and to give us 2 weeks to prepare for that game.
The main thing for the open week was I wanted to get my body back right. I think the whole teams wanted to get our body back right. So I think that was our main goal. And then our second goal was just sharpening up on like our stuff, our day one stuff that we've been doing, sharpening up like areas where we can improve, where we've been lacking. So that's the bye week was good for that. And then I think everybody feeling pretty healthy right now. So
a big part of any type of self-scout when you're really looking at yourself is you have to be honest with what you do well and what you don't do well. And the things you do well, you want to try to find ways to incorporate that more into the game. The things you don't do well, you don't necessarily just give up on it, but you want to find out why are we not doing it well? Is it technique related, fundamental related? Is it the personnel related? And you want to minimize those things or improve on those things. So you got to leave the ego out of it as a coach, and the film just tells you what the film tells you. It doesn't tell you that it is what it is. And so we just try to get the film to look as good as we possibly can.
The bye week was super helpful for our team. Going into Georgia Tech, it definitely was a grind. Getting to that point of the season, we had a lot of guys banged up, a lot of guys, just really pushing their bodies. So that bye week allowed us to really get healthy. We feel really fast. I think we practiced faster than we have all year. Energy's back up. We're excited. That GT game was gritty. I think we really could have pulled out of it and been successful. But I think we were able to really recoup over this past week, and we feel great.
It's great to get a different set of eyes on your handiwork, and certainly our defense coaches are expert on defense, and our offense coaches are experts on offense. But defense coaches are also experts at evaluating offense and vice versa. So the first day of our bye week on Monday, we spent all day looking across the side of the ball because there's going to be, tells, formation tips, things that, that maybe when you're coaching that side, you don't really notice and tendencies that can get exposed that other teams are looking at. So gave us a great chance to look at what we've done and in a way to, in essence, cover our tracks a little bit better in the second half of the season.
I think bye weeks are always great, giving the team time to kind of rest and recover and like a little mental reset, especially coming off of a loss. It really gave us like a little more preparation heading into this week. So I feel like it was really good for the team, especially good for me being able to reset and kind of take a step back and a breather heading into the next game.
Duke All Access is brought to you by Gatorade. It fuels the best because it is the best. By Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires. And by Coke Zero Sugar. Tackle game day with a great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
You can feel confident Continental is the smart choice in tires.
And to handle extremes?
Yep. Tested from the Texas desert to near the Arctic Circle.
Really?
Really.
Anything for the guy who finds that one pothole?
Yeah, road hazard coverage has your back.
For real?
Absolutely.
Were they made by like a bajillion engineers?
Well, closer to 100. Continental. Welcome to the smart choice in tires.
It's Truck Month at your Carolina Ford dealers. Get great offers on a large selection of Ford F-150 trucks with available smart tech like Ford Blue Cruise, the hands-free highway driver assist feature named Consumer Reports' top-rated active driving assistance system 2 years in a row. Tough this smart can only be found here during Ford Truck Month. Get up to $10,500 in total savings plus 3 years of Ford Blue Cruise on a 2024 Ford F-150 XLT Hybrid.
Pro-level performance at work and at home. Right now, save $50 on the BGA 57 battery blower. Real STIHL. Find yours.
Duke Football 360 with Dave Harding. Presented by Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires.
The Duke defense, one of the best in the country. Coach, today we're going to talk a little bit about tackling and how that factors into everything.
It's everything. And you see here we're at the halfway point of the season. Yards per play, which is really, in our mind, the best metric for defense. Fifth in the country, number one in the ACC, almost a half a yard ahead of number two. And you can't be here nationally without being a great tackling team. And I want to kind of show you how we teach tackling and really how it affects one room. Jonathan Packey's done a great job with the entire defense, but Rick Lister and our safeties, Terry Moore, Jalen Stinson, Deshaun Stone, have really taken to it and done a great job. So if you ever come watch us practice, you're going to see this drill every day. And I want to show you, we are a shoulder leverage tackle team. We don't tackle with the helmet. This is the safest way to do it. And if you look, we've got that right foot right between the ball carrier's legs. The head is on the side of the tackle, and we're wrapping up right above the knee at the bottom of the hamstring. We push that player into the pad, and we do this drill every day. Right shoulder on Tuesday, and here comes Terry Moore the other direction. Same thing, steps into contact, wrap up, the hands are right below at the bottom of the hamstrings, and we drive the player back onto the pad. Then we have a second drill, and again, you'll see that we have this hoop on the ground, and that's, we're emphasizing getting that near foot, that near toe on the ground, and then we take this dummy, and right now we wrap that dummy and we throw it over our body. So if the runner doesn't go down right away, we drive for 5, and then we take the runner's weight and throw it over the top of our body. So this is a muscle memory that we want our players to feel really good about. And then we take it into a drill. We'll put everybody in a circle. This is one of our ring the bell drills. And here's Terry in the spring. And again, what I want to show you is the tackle, but look at the foot, the knee, and the arms wrapping up. So if you do it in a drill, and then you do it into a competitive drill, that eventually when the games come, okay, that you feel really good. And this is what's been, I think, one of the keys to our success this year, because sometimes there's going to be a play that's not great. Like right here, all of a sudden a run gets out, all right, and now can you get it on the ground, right? And watch Terry come out of the left side of your screen, and there it is. There's the near toe, there's the knee, there's the wrap, and then there's the roll at the end, just as you see on that dummy. So these seem like bad plays for defense, and they are, but they're actually works of art because they don't become bigger explosive type plays. So again, you'll see here the next week in a crucial 4th down situation, okay, Terry's in the backfield, one-on-one with the running back. I'm sorry, this is 3rd down, but this is going to be the forced fumble. Boom, hits, the head is out of the tackle, so we don't hit with our helmet. Head's out of our tackle, got the near knee, got the toe wrapped, and then watch him roll on his back right there like we did, you saw on that dummy, rolls on his back, ball out, one of the key situations that turned this game around to help us win.
How much has this technique evolved over the years as you've been coaching defense?
Well, it's I got to give credit to Pete Carroll when he's with the Seattle Seahawks. Really brought this. This really comes from Australian rugby, right? And brought this, and you start to see this go more and more across the country. Not just because it's effective for getting guys on the ground, which it is, but it's safe, right? You know, you want to be a tough defense, but we've got to be safe with the health of our players, and we feel like this is the safest and most effective way to tackle. We'll watch from the end zone copy. And these are these situations, right? You get put in space. There's one thing to make a tackle in here in the box, but great defense have to have great tackling defensive backs. So same thing, that running back gets out, and here goes Terry again, and watch. See that toe in the ground, the shoulder leverage, able to grab onto the legs, and see the wrap. And there's the roll again, and then all of a sudden there's no run after contact. So it's easy to just bypass how important these plays are, but these are huge for our defense.
So often you see a run get to the safety, and it's that one-man miss situation that's to the house.
Well, look behind Terry. There's a lot of green earth out there, right?
Yeah.
So that's why it is so important, and we don't ever take any of these lightly. Here's a guy, Deshaun Stone, in his really 2nd game as having a major role on our team, and he's been a phenomenal tackler for us, and that's the toughest thing normally for young guys. Yeah, he's going to be right over here coming into the screen from the left side. And again, boom, has to beat a block. And the same fundamental, boom, right there. You can see the near toe wraps, gives him power, runs, and then that's it. No run after contact. So it's really been great. In the last couple, I just want to show, again, big time situations. You know, tough situation down here in the red zone, and again, you know, one of the top backs in the country. And there's Terry one-on-one, the great wrap right there, and then rolls on his back, and again prevents any type of run after that initial contact. So great job you see by Terry. And then the last one, and this one really is like a work of art if you're a defense player. We got a bad situation. There's 28. We have all the respect for that guy, a phenomenal player, and it's going to be one-on-one with Jalen Stinson. And Stinson's a guy who had a high volume of tackles, but his tackle hit rate has really been through the roof this year. And watch how he's patient and steps. See that near toe right there? The head is outside the tackle, so we're safe. Grabs and wraps, and look at that. I mean, that is such a, it looks easy, that is so hard, and that is so fun to see a guy like Stintz make a big time play like that. And that gives the entire defense confidence that even if we make a mistake, it's not very costly.
But that jump cut, he's trying to jump cut there without getting his near foot and toe into that, could be a missed tackle.
That's right, but he's in a great football position. He's got his knees bent. You see a lot of times defensive backs, they dive on the ground here. They put their eyes down. We're not in that situation. We take 2 more steps, right to contact, step to contact with our power foot, leverage foot. But the biggest thing is we're trying to wrap with these. We're not just throwing shoulders. We're trying to wrap. And this is something we work every day because you can't be a great defense without being a great tackling defense.
Fundamentals, key to success. The Blue Devils work on it every single day, all the way down to how to tackle. Thanks, Coach.
You got it.
Celebrate the moments that matter with a beautiful piece of jewelry or a luxury timepiece from Reed's. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments.
It's bow time.
It's not just football season. It's tailgate season.
And this season includes every kind of football.
crispy.
Will you accept this leg?
And everything that's not.
Because it doesn't matter where you tailgate, with crispy hand-breaded chicken and scratch-made biscuits.
It's her! You're not just tailgating, you're tailgating like a legend.
It's bow time. Head to Bojangles and grab your tailgate box today.
Duke's new century cries out for a university where the drive to discover is not hemmed by disciplinary logics, where philosophers work side by side with physicians and physicists, where nurses find inspiration in narrative theory, where mechanical engineers team up with marine biologists or musicians. I believe Duke will continue to be that university, together.
A tight end from Cumming, Georgia, majoring in psychology, number 81, Nicky Dalmolin.
Yeah, after last season, decided that I was going to be done. Just, wasn't in the best headspace. Had some injuries. Just wasn't in the best headspace. Took that time off in the spring, and then ultimately, obviously, I missed the game. I missed the grind of it, but I really I missed the guys and I missed the locker room, and that's what ultimately led to me coming back and playing another year. And now, I want to play until someone tells me I can't play anymore.
They come to the line quickly on 2nd down and 6. Murphy ready, a slap of the hands, and here's the snap. They rush forward, they don't get home. All day, down the middle, Dalmolin's wide open, into the secondary 30, he's gone, 10-5 touchdown. He pounded the fist a moment ago, and now he's in the end zone.
Yeah, I think Nicky, at first it was some of the players, there were whispers that he might have been interested in coming back. He came and watched a practice, and I think it looked like we were having fun practicing, and which I think he enjoyed. And then he also saw how tight ends would be used in this offense, and what a big year he could have, and really help us contribute to winning. And Nicky loves Duke through and through, and he's a great worker and a great teammate. And I can't even imagine where we'd be without him. I'm so thankful to have him.
From the shotgun, here's the snap. They bring pressure, doesn't get home, to the right. Dalmolin, he's got it! Touchdown! Got the foot down for his second score of the day.
So talking to Coach Diaz, he's just telling me, come back and play. He they want me in the offense, and I met with Coach Diaz, I met with Coach Brewer, and they were telling me about the offense and how we were going to attack vertically, especially with the tight ends, and after watching practices and after watching our offense, I was sold, and I was ready to come back. I don't know if it was like a specific thing that made everything click. I think it was just, I went to practices, I was watching the practices, I talked to the coaches, talked to the players, talked to my parents, and I think it was just, everything that I was experiencing kind of led me to, be like, man, I got to keep playing.
And from the shotgun, here's the snap. Gonna keep it, throwing to the flat on the right for Dalmolin. Oh, and he surges ahead to get the first down. Able to stretch it out to the 21-yard line when it looked like he might be stopped behind the line of scrimmage by Jordan Wright.
So obviously we got to be involved in the run and in the pass. So I think, as a tight end group, we've done a great job of, whether it's we're in the core and we're blocking inside zone and getting our hands on the D end. And then also, splitting out wide and running routes and making guys miss on the perimeter. I think it's, with the tight ends that we have, it's a skill set that is to our advantage, and it's worked out pretty well so far.
They're a great chess piece to have, and yeah, there are some weeks where, they create great matchups down the field and can create explosive plays like we saw against Middle Tennessee, and some weeks they're key to our running game, and the last 2 home games, Nicky's done a phenomenal job at the point of attack and really sprung a lot of those yards that Starler Thomas has run for.
Going through the spring, I think Nicky came out and saw us practice. He saw the ball, how much we were throwing the ball around, especially the tight end is catching the ball a lot, and it's not just in the core blocking all the time. And so I think he got excited, like, hey, I may not gonna have to go in here and block power or counter inside zone. I can actually go out and run routes and be a high productive person in our offense. Which, if you look at the offense the last 4 years, we've had guys like R.J. Maryland, Brevin Jordan, Will Mallory, Kylan Granson, right? Guys that are big-time NFL players, or RJ will be, but like in our offense. And so he sees that and sees what we've been doing. I think it got him excited.
Definitely had to get acclimated to it, but Coach Brewer's done a great job with teaching this offense to us, and it's an offense that we handle really well. It's an offense that we can go out there and play really, really fast because it's not too complicated, and everyone knows what to do, and we kind of use that to our advantage, playing fast.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
Turn up the heat on the competition this season with CPI Security, proud partner of the Duke Blue Devils.
You can feel confident Continental is the smart choice in tires.
Can they handle extremes?
Yep. Tested from the Texas desert to near the Arctic Circle.
Really?
Really.
Anything for the guy who finds that one pothole?
Yeah, road hazard coverage has your back.
For real?
Absolutely.
Were they made by like a bajillion engineers?
Well, closer to 100. Continental. Welcome to the smart choice in tires.
Hear live out-of-market play-by-play this year with the Varsity Network app. In a truly unique listening experience, capture every moment and all of the drama. Powered by Learfield, the Varsity app delivers the soundtrack of your favorite teams. Access live and on-demand audio broadcasts, plus over 100 official school podcasts for free through the Varsity app. Download the Varsity Network app today.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
From the shotgun, takes the snap, pressure comes again, steps up, and down he goes. Here's the snap, they only rush 3. They try to keep it on the ground, and Michael Reed swallowed him up. From the shotgun, here's the snap. Pressure coming off the edge, down he goes again, back at the 12-yard line. The Blue Devils living in the backfield, this time it's VJ Anthony. Right design run being pursued, he's chasing the backfield, down he goes! Brought down by Rivers, back at the 13-yard line! A huge tackle for loss! The Blue Devils bring some pressure, Evers just throws it down the sideline for Bell, and it is intercepted! Picked off! Terry Moore's got it at the 44-yard line! Now here's the snap. Give to Wilkins running left. Tried to cut back. Goodness, he is swallowed up. Ozzie Nicholas going to drop him for perhaps another tackle for loss. Back inside the 9 at the 8-yard line. That is number 10 on the night. Here's the snap. He will throw. Steps up. He's in trouble. He's sacked. Back at the 43-yard line. The Blue Devil defense gets it done. Ryan Smith in there. Nicholas as well. Here's the snap. They bring a little bit extra help. It's Stinson. He throws. Batted. Intercepted. Picked off. It's Trey Freeman. And the Blue Devils take over with 25 seconds to go.
I think the defense has been really strong, very solid. As a unit, I think we've played great together, and that our culture really is what drives us. Especially as a defense, we're a real tough group that and we'll fight all game. So I mean, being part of a defense that's really aggressive, that's not going to stop. That's gonna put on pressure all game long. Is really it's really exciting, and it gets me pumped up because that's who I pride myself as a player.
Being able to have a culture this strong here and being able to be a part of it, there's great guys in this program, great football players, and nonetheless great people. So It takes a lot to build a great culture and make it stick. I'm happy I'm here to witness it and be a part of it. I think the sky's the limit for this program.
We mentioned just right after the last game that we still control our destiny to get to Charlotte. And after we mentioned that, we don't really say a whole lot more about it. We just talk about going back to, how to be the best version of ourselves every week because, as we always mention in this program, it's not about goals, it's about standards, and so we want to play at a practice, prepare at a championship standard. If you do that enough times, sooner or later you'll get an invitation to the championship game.
We just talk about with each other, like, we control our own destiny. So, like, we know that, like, every game we control our own destiny. So that just gives everybody the motivation right there to know that, like, there's teams in the conference that can't really control their own destiny. And for us to, after the first 6 games, to be sitting in the spot with 1 loss controlling our destiny for the rest of the season, it gives you just that much more to play for.
Our practice this week against Florida State has been highly spirited and enthusiastic. I think it's not just a refreshing of the bodies, it's a refreshing of the mind. College ball is a grind. The last couple of weeks were midterms, here at Duke, so that's difficult for our guys on both sides of the campus. So to get a little bit of the off days, to get a couple days of fall break, has come right at the right time for our football team.
Here's the snap, gonna throw. Back pedals, launches, end zone. Jordan Moore, he's got it! Touchdown! One play, and they're in the end zone. And from the shotgun, here's Murphy. Takes the snap, they bring pressure again. It doesn't get home, he goes for Brown. He's got it! Touchdown! In the left corner of the end zone. What a strike to grab the lead. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones, a first down and more. 10-5, touchdown! They've tied the game with 5:43 to go in the quarter. It's 20-20 in the fourth.
Just getting to come to work with our guys every day, the way that our players want to be great, they want to be pushed, and to be able to come to work with this staff every day is exactly what I envisioned and what I hoped that coaching at Duke would be like. So it's been an honor to lead these guys and to get them to the point where we are midway through the season and 5-1 and control our destiny. But we know that the road gets really, gets harder. But I think this is a group that's shown that they can do hard things well.